It's goalie Daniel Mark. Thank you for tuning into the WCUA radio broadcast. Roll cards.
Frankie Mercer, over to take a punch, wait, fire, he scores! Shot on the draw, read up, score! Frankie Mercer in overtime, front loose puck rebound, oh, what a save from David Zapp! He scores! Dennis General wins it on the penalty shot in overtime, takes out the goaltender, backhanded to the backhand.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to WCUA's coverage of Catholic University Ice Hockey. Alongside CJ Petro, I'm Giuliano Luca, happy to be with you today, as your Cardinals are set to face off against the Alvernia Golden Wolves. Live from Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania, it's Game 1 of the East Coast Showdown tournament for your Cardinals.
Alvernia comes into this game with a 5-6 record. They most recently played Bloomsburg University, winning 8-1. After the first, it was 3-0 Alvernia, before they put in 4 more goals in the second and 1 in the third to destroy Bloomsburg. Goaltender Duncan McDowell made 49 saves on 50 shots to keep Bloomsburg mainly off the board. Not an easy win for him. Number 55, Logan Book, led the way with 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists. He also leads Alvernia in points with 14 in 9 games. Catholic may remember him as he played well in both games versus CUA last season.
And coming into the tournament, Catholic has a 4-4-1 record. Last Saturday night, Catholic defeated Stevenson 5-2 with Matthew Hornick, Will Brunner, Jackson Schwarzwalder, and Frankie Merja scoring to give Catholic a nice cushion. The game was deadlocked at 1 midway through the second period before Schwarzwalder scored 2 goals to give Catholic a 3-1 lead. Later, Will Brunner would have had his first goal of the season, and Frankie Merja would score on a 2-on-1 with Jackson Deininger to bring the total to 5. Goaltender David Zapp picked up the win in net for CUA, making 36 saves on 38 shots. Zapp made several key saves and one really good sequence during the tail end of the second period where he really just stood on his head. Didn't give up any room on the post, making 4 really good back-to-back-to-back saves, keeping Catholic in the game.
Last year, Catholic played Alvernia twice, losing once and winning once. They lost in a tight game at the Body Zone complex, losing 4-3, with the winning goal from Alvernia being scored within the last minute of regulation. At the East Coast Showdown finale last year, Catholic won in overtime with Frankie Merja scoring the winning goal off a rebound shot. Daniel Mark played a great game, making many spectacular saves to keep CUA in the game. The final score is 5-4 in favor of the Catholic University Cardinals. Let's see if the East Coast Showdown Merja Magic can return this morning.
I spoke with head coach Steven Cerenzio moments ago. Here's what he had to say about the tournament and about today's contest versus Alvernia.
All right, Coach, we're live here at East Coast Showdown versus Alvernia. Game 1 today. What are your thoughts coming into the tournament?
Yeah, it's always a fun weekend for us. Obviously, we've been coming to this tournament for a long time. You know, it's great for us on the ice. We get to play some different teams. 3 games in 3 days is also always a test, and always a great opportunity for the guys to kind of bond on the road trip. It's just us out here as a team. So, really good opportunity for the program, and really looking forward to seeing what our guys have this weekend.
Strong team in Alvernia. Always a physical game every time these two teams play. What do you expect against that strong team?
Yeah, Alvernia, we play them almost every year. Very, very well-coached team. Obviously a very tough team. They bring a lot of physicality and speed to every game every year, and they're always a great challenge for us and always bring the best hockey out of us. So should be a good game.
Catholic's going to be missing Jackson Deininger tonight, maybe for a few weeks as well. How's that going to affect the defense?
Yeah, it's definitely a big loss. He's, as a freshman especially, he's really come in here and stepped up into a big role and played a lot of minutes for us. Really anchored on our second power play unit. So, it'll be tough to fill, but I have some guys I expect to step up and kind of fill his spot. And it's not just going to be one particular guy that's going to take over his role and responsibility. It's going to be a team effort, just like it is every game. So, I expect guys to step up, and hopefully we have them back in the lineup soon.
And how are the guys going to build off the win from Stevenson on Saturday?
Yeah, hopefully that's a bit of a positive momentum for us. We've kind of had 3 steps forward, 2 steps back a couple times this year. So I'm kind of hoping we can take a little bit of confidence, a little bit of rhythm that we had last Saturday, and bring it into this game.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Your Chick-fil-A starting goaltender today is number 1 Daniel Mark, the native of Flemington, New Jersey. So far this season, Mark has posted an 0-4 record with a 4.52 goals against average and a .874 save percentage. He's kept his team in games, but has had some bad puck luck. Let's see if things change this morning.
And in net for Alvernia is number 38, Duncan McDowell, the native of Prince Frederick, Maryland. So far in his freshman season, he's won his only start. He also has a .935 save percentage and a goals against of 3. He filled in another game as well against Union a couple weeks ago, and hence the 3 goals against average and the .935 save percentage. So warm-ups continuing here live at the East Coast Showdown tournament in Aston, Pennsylvania. A couple minutes left in warm-ups. We'll have a great coverage for you today. Thanks for tuning in on this lovely, snowy Friday morning here outside of Philadelphia. While we have the next couple minutes to speak, let's talk about the starting lineups today for your Catholic Cardinals, as you'll see posted on your screen. We'll have Brendan Johnson starting at left wing, Nolan Scott centering, Jackson Schwarzwalder at right wing, and the defense, Matthew Hornick and Jacob Foster. And in goal, like we previously mentioned, Chick-fil-A starting goaltender today is number 1, Daniel Mark. And as we mentioned, tournament will continue over today, Saturday, and Sunday. Catholic actually opens up the entire tournament with the early game today. And tomorrow, Catholic will face off against Salisbury. And that's going to be a very good primetime matchup. We know what happened last Friday night with things getting physical towards the end of the game. CJ, I think it's safe to say that could be the highlight of the tournament.
Yeah, this is definitely an exciting game. Catholic falling short the last time they met with Salisbury, so definitely looking to get some revenge, so to speak, and definitely a physical and potentially chippy game coming up against Salisbury.
And Alvernia is the same way. Every time Catholic plays Alvernia, it's always a hard-hitting game.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Alvernia is going to play CUA in the Outdoor Classic. That is going to be on, I believe, December 8th, and that'll be at the Spring Mountain Adventures outside arena, and that'll be a really exciting contest.
Yeah, both teams are looking forward to that one. It's always fun to play an outdoors game. One of the last games, if not the last game of the semester, I believe.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So definitely, the Cardinals really hoping to finish the semester strong and an exciting outdoor matchup against Alvernia.
Yes, sir. And one player, like we mentioned, that you always have to watch out for in Alvernia is number 55, Logan Book. 14 points in 9 games, like we said. Just a really overall strong player. He doesn't really look like he's the best skater, but he's smart. He can shoot the puck and he can pass, and that's really what matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got under a minute to go left in warmups. Catholic wearing their white uniforms tonight, and Alvernia in their home or away maroon uniforms here.
Are these new jerseys for Alvernia? Are these new for them?
I believe they are. Alvernia wore these last year. I don't believe Alvernia wore these brown uniforms against Catholic. I think that was the first year they had the jerseys, and they may not have been in just yet, so they were wearing the old ones. But yes, Alvernia is sporting their new maroon and yellow jerseys here today.
Yeah, maroon, yellow, and some gray.
Catholic. Just a few seconds left in warm-ups. We'll start to pick up the pucks here, and we'll have game time coming up in just a few moments. Thank you for tuning in so far on this Friday morning here live at Iceworks. Of course, all games will be played at Iceworks this weekend. Friday, today, right now, Saturday at 4:15 against Salisbury, and Sunday, 2 o'clock versus Ramapo, the tournament finale for Catholic. Again, any questions regarding the stream, you can put them in the YouTube chat. Yes, sir. And both teams, one team at their bench, and that's the Catholic Cardinals, getting some last words of wisdom from their head coach, Steven Terenzio, and the Alvernia players gathered around their goal crease, talking it over one more time. An early rise for your Catholic Cardinals. Sometimes they played in the early morning game last year at the East Coast Showdown. Didn't always, I believe Catholic did come away with the victory in that game. It was the Saturday, the second game of the tournament last year. That was an early game. I believe that was a 10 o'clock start, so even earlier than the one we had today. Another early one for Catholic today. Let's see how they fare against a tough team in Alvernia. It doesn't matter the records for either team. Catholic and Alvernia always play each other very well.
Yeah, absolutely. I was I played in the game last year against Alvernia, the regular season game, but I was not at the East Coast Showdown tournament last year, so I'm very excited to see how this tournament goes and see all the guys playing, all the guys ready to go. I think the national anthem is about to. Is there an anthem?
With the tournament, they sometimes don't do the anthem. There's so many games that just cut it. Wish they wouldn't, but
looks like no anthem.
That's the way it goes. We'll get right to puck drop here. No anthem here this morning here at Iceworks, but we're ready to start the first period here. Catholic, Alvernia to open the tournament. Nolan Scott in on the draw for CUA. And Scott able to win it back to Matthew Hornick, the left side defenseman starting for CUA. Hornick trying to go up the wall to Johnson. Johnson floats it in, trying to find Scott as he's going to chase it. Scott gets the puck over to Shoreswater, back down low, over to Johnson behind the goal. Johnson looking for the centering feed. Now decides to go down low behind the goal. Shoreswater makes a nice move, but he gets hit and loses the puck. Alvernia looks to move it out through center. Going to flip it out. Hornick's going to get there first. He's under a lot of pressure, but gets it up ahead to Shoreswater. Now turnover in the neutral zone, and getting walked is Hornick now rips a shot, but Hornick gets back in time to block it. A nice save, or excuse me, a nice block for Hornick. Like we mentioned previously, the Cardinals will be without Jackson Deininger this morning, and I believe for the entire tournament. Suffered an injury versus Stevenson the other on Saturday night, and they'll have to be without the services of one of their better defensemen. So Nick Lehan will slide in at defenseman for the tournament as well. Off the draw at the point, a shot. Save made, rebound loose, another shot, and that save is made by Mark. Puck rolls to the half wall. Cole Mulcahy, he had it, he gets it back and looks to go up the opposite side to Joey Henry. Henry trying to get enough of it, and he's able to move it out through center. Desjardins takes a man hard into the boards, puck loose at center, picked up by the Catholic defense, and Mulcahy is able to get this up to Desjardins, who makes a nice move at center. Desjardins floats it over to Merja. Merja chasing, trying to get himself free, turns it over, and here's Pipple for Alvernia on the money, on the breakaway. Alvernia shoots, oh, and what a save by Mark. Start your morning right.
Flashing the leather, Daniel Mark keeps us at a 0-0 game. Great save on the breakaway by Daniel Mark.
Catholic defense, you had Nick Lehan at defense and Mulcahy. They haven't played a lot this season as Lehan's been playing center, and as a result, Lehan not able to get back in time, but Mark bails out his team with a great save. Draw coming up to the right of Daniel Mark. Catholic's able to win it, and here they come moving through the neutral zone. Brunner gets it up ahead to McQueenie. McQueenie down low, looks to find Brunner once again. The pass was off the money, and here comes Alvernia out with it. Alvernia tries to go for the long feed up ahead, but it's going to roll too far for icing. So 18:28 still remaining in the first period, just over a minute in, minute 30 in, still 0-0. Two shots already for Alvernia and one prime chance that Daniel Mark made a great save on.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the kind of save that gets you guys fired up. Hopefully Catholic can spark something here.
In the defensive zone, Alvernia is able to win the draw and look to float it out, but kept in by McQueenie at the line. McQueenie down low, looking for Will Brunner. Brunner tries to body the man, kicks the puck in front, and he had a good look for it. And now at the line, Jacob Foster able to keep it in. Foster puts it down low, looking for Brunner. Alvernia gets there first, behind the goal, and they're able to clear. But Foster's able to take control of it at center. Foster across ice to Rasmussen, back to Matthew Hornick, and floats it across ice where McQueenie would have been, but McQueenie was on the far side, helping out his other winger. Nonetheless, Alvernia is able to move it out through center. Puck bounces off the skate, and Hornick takes it into the zone. Hornick trying to get himself free. Hornick now elects to go back out towards the point. Rips a shot. Save made by McDowell. Rebound was loose, cleared out to the corner. And here comes Alvernia out with it. Alvernia down the left side. Cuts in through center. And he is on sides as Alvernia goes for a change. It's a 1-on-4, but he looks to put it in on goal as it rolls to Mark. And now, where's the puck? I believe Mark has it, and yes, he does for a whistle. But good speed from John Bellatoni, able to cut in all by himself and get a O-zone draw for Alvernia. A nice play by the defenseman jumping up into play. Defensive zone draw coming up for Catholic. They're able to win it. Mulcahy's taking harder than the boards, trying to get the puck up to Johnson at the left side. Puck loose, and now it flies up high into the air and out of the stand, up into the stands. Again, any questions regarding the game, we'll put them in the YouTube chat. We'll take a look at them. And as well, check out the CatholicIceHockey.com for all games regarding the East Coast Showdown and CUA_ice hockey on Instagram to keep up with the latest Catholic hockey news. D-zone draw coming up for Catholic. It's won by them, and now at the side of the net, they scramble for it. Alvernia digs it free. Back out towards the point, takes a shot, and the save made by Mark. Peoples took the shot, and Mark makes the save. Right into the glove, no screen, and Mark's going to see that all the way and make the save. Mark looks good early.
Agreed. His glove side's really working today.
And Alvernia is able to win that draw, and they take possession of it. Take the shot, and it was deflected off Mulcahy, almost into Daniel Mark, because Joe's just wide. Cardinals able to clear. Schwarzwater trying to get on it as he had the pass roll off his stick ahead of him. Alvernia gets to it now on the right side wall. Alvernia has it. They'll just rip the shot on Mark. That goes wide. Going to roll over to the left side half wall. Take the shot on Mark again. That went wide. Peoples will get it to it at the point. Peoples takes the shot. It's blocked away. Rebound loose. That's behind the goal. Cardinals trying to get to it. Mulcahy digging for it and battling for it. He can't pick it up. Now he does. And over to Schwarzwater. Schwarzwater had a good look to move in. He just couldn't at that time as it was broken up. Brendan Johnson was taken down. He wanted a call, but he's not going to get it as Peoples cuts in. Peoples a shot. Another glove save by Mark. So 16-16 remaining in the first period. Shots in favor of Alvernia 4-1. The score is still 0-0 here at Iceworks. Off the draw, another shot taken, and that goes just wide and over the goal. Puck rolls out to center. Joey Henry trying to knock it down for Catholic. Bounces around, and Henry gets to it, floats it into the zone, looking for Desjardins as he's going to try and hunt this puck down. Desjardins almost forced a turnover back out at the point by Henry. He couldn't glove it down or keep it down, and it rolls all the way behind the Catholic goal. Foster has it now. Looking to go up the left side wall to Desjardins. It's floated ahead of Desjardins. He'll try and hunt this puck down as it goes out of his reach, and Alvernia now into the zone moving well. It's Logan Book. We talked about him cutting on in. Tries to take the shot. Oh, he just whiffed on it. Book's one of their stronger players, like we mentioned. He leads Alvernia in points, plays well against Catholic. He did last year. I'm sure we can maybe see more of the same, but we'll see if Catholic can hold him off as Frankie Merja now moves the puck into the zone. McDowell leaves it for his defenseman, comes out to play it. The defenseman go D to D, and slowly Alvernia looks to move out. Off the glass, chips it up off the wall. It's going to roll all the way to the side of the goal of Mark. Not enough for icing, as they said Foster could have played this. Foster, across over to Frankie Merja, and back over to Foster, who looks over his options. Foster, he waits. The senior defenseman now just floats it out of the zone. A smart play, hoping for Rasmussen to cut that down. Nonetheless, it's flown in on Mark by Alvernia, who makes the save. Lehan now playing defense, trying to push the puck up the wall. Not a hard enough clear. Goes behind the goal once again to Mulcahy. In the slot. Oh, a shot. And I believe Mark may have gotten a piece of that as well. Another nice save for Mark off the bad turnover. So 14:40 remaining in the first period. The score is still 0-0. Catholic getting some chances, but Alvernia putting more shots on the scoreboard early. Draw to the left of Mark. It's going to roll to Alvernia. Now at the point, they take the shot. Oh, and another nice save by Mark.
Ooh.
Man, he looks good early.
Mark was ready to go from the start of this game after that breakaway save. I think that might have woken him up, and he's ready for all these shots.
That's about four glove saves I've counted so far.
Yeah, at least.
That's good, too. There's no rebound as well, as Alvernia is buzzing around the net
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
huge.
As play continues now at the right side point. Another shot from the point. Oh, Mark couldn't glove that down that time. May have jinxed him a little bit. Here's a shot now. It's going to roll behind the goal. McQueenie now leaves it for Lehan to pick it up. He chips it up the wall to Brunner, but Brunner couldn't knock it out of the zone. Now a shot from the high slot, blocked by the Catholic defense. Again, Alvernia controls at the left side point. Yeah, nice move, and they'll take the shot.
Oh, off the post.
It hit the crossbar.
It did.
Looked like it went in for just a moment.
Very
Alvernia
nice
still
move.
controls the shot. That rolls high and wide. Again at the point. Another shot by Bellatoni, and another nice save by Mark.
Daniel Mark is seeing a lot of shots early in this game. We're only just over 5 minutes, or 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 15 seconds into the game.
Only not even 7 minutes into the game, and Mark already has 8 saves. And if anyone was woke up and had some good breakfast, I think it was Daniel Mark.
I think so.
And now, shot taken by Alvernia at the point. That was just blocked away at the last moment. But Catholic really under heavy siege here. Now below the goal. Alvernia looks to keep it alive. Alvernia looking to move out in front. They'll move it back out towards the right side point. And good play by Catholic to get on that puck as Johnson looks ahead to Schwarzwater, who may have had a step. Schwarzwater looks to go down low to Johnson. Johnson couldn't knock it down. Alvernia moves out. If they try to, but a turnover at the line. Schwarzwater on the money. Takes the shot. Save made. Good rebound control by the goaltender as this cleared out through center. Catholic trying to get back. Foster trying to stay with him. As, yes, he does. He's able to in time, but he can't clear. Again down low. Alvernia has it. The look for the centering feed. In front. Oh, the shot just rolled just wide of the goal. Here's another shot deflected on its way through, and now away from Mark as Johnson gets to it. He can't clear. And now Schwarzwater gets just enough of it to clear it out of the zone as Nolan Scott hunts it down for CUA. Catholic now goes for exchange, and Alvernia's trying to catch him in exchange. Alvernia moves it up. Move into the zone at the right side point. Trying to keep it alive now at the right side. Whoa, another shot. Save made by Mark. He couldn't glove it down, and now it rolls to him and a save made. Oh, but a cross check on Rasmussen in front of the goal. And we'll have to see if that's going to be called. As Desjardins was knocked down, not Rasmussen, excuse me. And that was a little after the whistle. He was knocked down before the whistle. After the whistle, given a little bit of a cross check. And I believe the referees let that one go. Like we mentioned, it's always going to be a heavy-hitting game versus Alvernia. Two teams with similar styles of play. And we'll see heads collide here today. Off a D-zone draw. Henry tried to get it. Lehan had a chance at it too. And another shot, save made by Mark. Rebound went to the corner boards. Picked up by Mulcahy. Mulcahy trying to clear. His pass was partly knocked off his stick. And Alvernia will control once again. Alvernia plays catch with their defenseman. Peoples goes up the wall, but a bad turnover. Here's Desjardins in the slot. Oh, he was too slow to get the shot off. Alvernia moved the puck out of the zone. Good play by Merja to knock a man down. He floats it into the zone. Chases after it. McDougal leaves it for his defenseman. Excuse me, McDowell. Merja still on the attack. Merja trying to stay with it. As Alvernia plays keep away from him, and they'll move out and slowly gain the line. They'll flip this one into the zone. Mark out of his net to leave it for his defenseman, Lehan. Lehan tries to chip it up the boards. It was knocked down by Alvernia as they will control again at the point. Peoples has it. He waits. Goes down low once again at the left side. Now with the faceoff dot, Peoples controls it. Takes the shot. Save made Mark. Rebound loose. Again, another nice save by Mark, but that time he couldn't cover. Nice move by Book to sidestep the defense. He gets it back. Book now at the point. Wilson, he holds. He fires a shot. Save made. Rebound loose again, and Catholic still can't clear the zone. Under heavy pressure. Merja now tied up along the boards, trying to stay away from the Alvernia defenders. Man knocked down. Merja goes down too.
Penalty called.
And a penalty is going to be coming up here. Let's see how this one's on. It could be on both. And we'll have to wait and see who the penalty was called on. Looks like Thuringia's not happy with his team. I believe it might be Catholic to the box. As yes, it is on Catholic as Cole Mulcahy who head to the box.
Daniel Mark has seen 13 shots already. Not even halfway through the first period here. Standing on his head, making some of these saves.
He looks good so far. He's
looks very good.
Need to look even better here on this power play for Alvernia as they control off the draw. Bellatoni leaves it for his defenseman. And Bellatoni gets it again, rips the shot. Save made, or was blocked away by Foster, who gets enough of it and clears. 1:50 remaining in the penalty, 10:40 remaining on the first period clock as Alvernia looks to start up again. Pangorn penalty kill looking to go 1-for-1. Looking good so far. Book puts it up at center. Book makes a nice move, looks to cut in, ran into his teammate, and Alvernia will have to reset. Bellatoni goes across. He tried to go across, but fanned on the pass. Now gets it over to Sincock. And slowly floats it out up across on sides. Trying to gain a step. They'll drop it for Book. Oh, he had a good look, but he whiffed on the shot. Now at the right side wall. They'll wait. They'll hold. Look for the open passing lane as he still holds it. And now deflected all the way through. Rebound was loose. Hornick didn't know where it was. And now back again a shot. Did Mark glove that down? Oh, my goodness. Another great save.
Laying on his side, Daniel Mark keeps the puck out of the net once again. That's the 15th shot he's seen just now with 9:59 left in the first period.
And Mark was laying on his side as he had fallen down to cover the rebound shot. He fell on his side and still got his glove up to make the save.
Good anticipation by Mark.
Very good. Good awareness to keep the glove up as well.
Absolutely.
As still, Catholic can't clear off the draw. Moat sets up shot. Takes the shot, deflected on the way through. Where is it? It's now loose behind the goal as Lehan battles for positioning. Now they'll drop it off for their winger as they'll take the shot again, and they score. Screen in front. Mark had no chance. It's 1-0 Alvernia.
I don't think Mark saw any of that shot.
As Reese Wilson scores his third goal of the season, makes it 1-0 Alvernia on the power play.
Yeah, not much you can do when you can't see the shot.
Lots of traffic in front of Mark. He had no opportunity. Good screen by Logan Book, and that gives Alvernia the 1-0 lead. Just about midway through the first period here. Shots are already 17-2 in favor of Alvernia, if you can believe that. Well, off the draw at center, Catholic once again had it, but good pressure by Alvernia frees up the puck. Alvernia now looking to go in front once again. Alvernia in the high slot, a shot. Oh, blocked away again. Alvernia controls at the left side point. Bellatoni down low to the left side at the at the face-off dot. Now a shot from the point deflected on the way through. Mark didn't know where it went, and he's lost the stick. Mark now back out towards the point. It's out of the zone, just barely, as Alvernia picks up, and Kehoe leaves it for Winter, looking for the long centering feed. It's broken up by Schwarzwater trying to gain entry into the zone. That's broken up at the line. Alvernia gets to it, and they'll dump this into the zone and go for a change. Mark leaves it for his defenseman. Mulcahy trying to sidestep a man. He will, and looks to go up the wall now. Mulcahy over to Johnson. Johnson had trouble with it, had to go retreat for that pass as Johnson goes across to Lehan, centering feed to Scott, and that's broken up again as Scott couldn't control the pass. Again down low. Alvernia goes D to D. Over to Book. Got to watch out for him. He again was involved on the scoring play. It's Book with a burst of speed. Tries to get around Mulcahy. Knocks the man down. Nice play by Book. Looking to center it in front. Book has it again. Backhands it in on goal. Blocked away. Again at the right side point. Still they control with it. Again, it's Maher. Now back over to Book. Back to Maher below the goal. And back out towards the point. Wait, fire the shot. Again blocked away by Catholic. Still it's loose. And knocked out of the zone. Good play by Merja to get enough forecheck out of the zone. Bellatoni looking to move on in again. Who dumps this puck in. Mark has to leave it for his defense. Looks to go up the wall to Merja. And now behind the goal, Mulcahy had a chance to pick it up. He couldn't that time. And now at the left side point again, Bellatoni is shot. Rolls wide. Another shot off the rebound. Loose. And oh my goodness, Mulcahy tackles a man. Book. And chaos breaks loose here. Early stages. Game one.
Oh. Looks like the puck maybe bounced off the boards behind the net. Perfectly placed for an Alvernia player there. Mark is quick enough to come get the rebound, and chaos ensues in front of the net.
And Mark made the save. Rebound wasn't really loose. Referees bowed a little dead late. Mulcahy takes Book down, and as a result, I believe Mark may have had a stick knocked into him, and Mark also threw the stick that was thrown his way. I believe it was Book's stick. Nonetheless, Mulcahy should get a penalty here, I believe. If you're going to at least battle a man in front, you can push him, but you can't just outright jump into him. That's 2 minutes to Mulcahy at least.
His second penalty of the game.
Justin still in the first period. Didn't see the signal, but we'll call that one roughing.
That's 20 shots on Daniel Mark.
Already.
Just in the first period.
That's ridiculous. We're not even, if it was after one period, 20 shots, that's a lot.
Still 7 minutes, 43 seconds to go.
Exactly.
He's going to have to stand on his head during this power play.
Well, actually, I believe, no, it's 4 on 4.
No, it's a 4 on 4.
4 on 4, so they called Book as well for that. I don't believe he was happy with that call, as I don't necessarily blame him. But nonetheless, 4 on 4 play. We'll see if Catholic can get something going with the 2 men short, with one team a player short. But Alvernia still has the puck off the draw. Alvernia looking to go centering for the centering feed. Foster breaks it up and able to move it out out of the zone. Trying to go across over to Downs, but Hornick able to intercept that pass as it was too far out of his reach. And Hornick slowly starts up, turns on the Jets. Hornick almost misplayed that puck, but he flips it in on the goaltender for Alvernia, who makes the save. So a rare ozone draw for Catholic in this game so far. That's their third shot, 13 minutes into the game. And compared to Alvernia's 20, Catholic needs to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Catholic needs to fight for their goaltender. He's been standing on his head this whole game.
And Catholic's able to win the ozone draw. Foster bobbled it, but kept it in at the line. Now looking to go to Shoreswater. Shoreswater had the puck just go right by his stick, and the puck's out of the zone again. Shoreswater over to Foster. Gets it back over to Matthew Hornick, and back over to Jacob Foster once again. Foster goes over to Johnson, and the puck roll off his stick. Turnover in front of the shot. Oh, man, it hit the glass behind Mark. Bad turnover by Johnson in a bad spot. Cardinals really just look like they haven't woken up yet, like they're still in their beds in Opus Hall. But still, nonetheless, Catholic has to pick it up. Here comes Hornick now. Over the line. They've been hooked a little bit. Referees wanted to call it. Shoreswater now takes a hit. Looked clean to me. I think it's just the way Shoreswater fell.
Lost his balance a little bit.
That's Catholic now, and the physicality really picking up. You know it's going to be one of those games. And I'm not sure how that wasn't icing. That looked like it wasn't over the red line. Terenzio wanted it to be icing, and I don't blame him. Alvernia wasn't over the red line and wasn't called icing. Nonetheless, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for Catholic with 6:10 remaining in the fast-moving first period. 1-0 the score in favor of Alvernia with 6:11 remaining in the first period. Off the draw, Catholic collects. Henry down low to Lehan. Lehan trying to get the puck up the wall. And again, it floats out the center. Now Lehan gets it across to Henry, and Henry still can't move it out of the zone. Still loose at the line, and now Desjardins able to get enough of it and clear. 10 seconds remain on the coincidental penalties, and it'll be 5-on-5 in just a few moments. Now, Lehan across, looking for Henry, trying to find Merja off the feed. Merja had the pass roll a little bit too far ahead of him, and he wasn't able to settle it down. Now Motes looks for Bellatoni. Good breakup by Joey Henry to sniff out that pass, and here comes Henry. Henry didn't have many players with him as Catholic was going for a change. Had to eat the hit and try and get this puck a little bit further deep. He was able to, but Alvernia's there first, behind their goal, and able to move it out through center. But Mulcahy, a bad turnover in the high slotted shot. Save made, Mark. Mulcahy goes over to his goaltender, says, "I'm sorry about the turnover." But this time, Mark able to make another save. But Catholic still looks asleep. Looks like they haven't even left campus yet. Maybe they're heading over to Garvey right now, but doesn't look like they should be playing a hockey game this early. Not a good start. Luckily, though, it's only 1-0 still. Thank you, and you can credit Daniel Mark for that.
Absolutely.
But a defensive zone draw, McQueenie's able to help the clear. Once again, Alvernia gets there first, and they'll try and move the puck out through center. Puck is loose, picked up by Brunner, who sidesteps a check. Brunner had it loose and knocked away off his stick, and here comes Alvernia with a 4-on-2 if they hurry. Motes down low, now below the goal line. Alvernia collects as Rasmussen takes a hit and falls down. Alvernia behind the goal, looking for the centering feed. They elect to go back out towards the point. Delayed penalty on Catholic, too. Motes a shot. Save made. Rebound loose.
Deflection.
And Mark able to hold on to that as Hornick now shoving players in front. The neck down on Mark. And the physicality will continue here.
It is getting really chippy in these last minutes of this first period.
It's going to be one of those games.
The physicality is really starting.
These two teams play each other tough every time. And that's going to be could be another penalty on Catholic as well here. We'll have to wait and see if they'll take both or just one player.
Looks like it'll be Matthew Hornick heading into the box, and Coach Steven Terenzio and Captain Nick Lehan don't look happy with the call. Look like they're trying to argue it.
Well, the call came not after the play. I thought the ref's arm was up before the play was over.
Yeah, it might have been.
It was delayed because I saw the goal. We saw the goaltender for Alvernia, McDowell, go to the bench for an extra attacker.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Catholic will face another penalty here, and their third penalty against the game. This will be Alvernia's second power play as they are able to collect off the draw. Again, at the point, Bellatoni rips the shot, looking for a deflection in front, blocked away by Catholic, and they get enough of it and able to clear the zone all the way down. McDowell leaves it for his defenseman, Bellatoni. His other defenseman, you have to watch out for him, Ben Morar. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. As those two defensemen have been working the points really well so far. As again, Bellatoni skates it in from behind the goal, centering it in front. and knocked away by Catholic. Schwarzwater able to clear with under 4 to go here in the first period. 1:20 remaining on the Alvernia power play. Alvernia, here's Book. We talked about him. Able to skate this puck in at the line. May have been offsides. And yes, it was a late call, but the far referee makes the call here. He says it was offsides. The close referee did not. But nonetheless, Catholic may have gotten a bit of a break as Alvernia was cutting in again for another potential rush. .108 remaining on the penalty to Matthew Hornick. 3:44 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 in favor of Alvernia. Moats goes across to Downs. Downs walks it in. He waits, looks over his options, and goes back out towards the point. Again, back to Moats at the center point. Takes the shot, blocked away, more of a weak shot, and out of the zone. Good clear by Cole Mulcahy. 3:25 remaining in the first period. 1-0 still to score as here comes Alvernia once again looking to move the puck in over the line. They're able to off a broken play. Another shot, and that rolls high over the goal again. Now at the right side face-out dot, Alvernia controls. Looking to center it in front. Good play by Mulcahy to keep him to the perimeter as Alvernia now, again, has control. The wait. Fire the shot on mark. Save made. Rebound was loose. Good clear from the Cardinals. 20 seconds remain on the Alvernia power play. Under 3 to go here in the first period. And Catholic still not a lot of signs of life here in this first. Really lucky to only be down by 1. And here comes Moats in over the line. Moats drops it off at the point for Downs. Skating on in, rips the shot. Where is it? Mark makes the save. I don't believe a little bit of contact on Mark at the end of the play. Maybe knocked into by Lehan. As nothing will come out of this, no penalties.
Alvernia taking a lot of shots from the blue line. Just getting the puck and just ripping it in, even if they don't necessarily have the most open shot. It's interesting to watch.
It's a good strategy. Of course, it does increase the shots on goal. Yeah, not every shot from the point is going to be a good one. Yeah. But they're looking for the traffic in front, and that's mainly how they score out of their goals.
Yeah, they're having some real nice tips and deflections, making it real difficult for Mark.
And Reese Wilson's a good culprit of that. He's a defenseman, and he already has 7 points in 11 games. I mean, they're really utilizing their defenseman, to get the shot from the point, look for a rebound in front or for a screen. And again, they tried that, and that time it was broken up. Now from behind the goal, looking in front, and there you go. They score again. It's 2-0.
No chance.
I believe that's an even strength goal with 2:25 remaining in the first period. Alvernia takes a 2-0 lead. Christian Kehoe, third goal of the season.
That's a tough goal. That's a tough shot to defend. Giuliano, you and I are both goalies. We know that anytime the puck starts moving side to side from behind the net, it gets real hard to track it, and that's what happened. Daniel Mark we all thought actually that the puck was going to one side. Guy fakes it, comes back out on the other, wide open net.
And not a chance for Mark. It's just a bam-bam play.
Yeah.
You can't always anticipate or see who's in front, especially when you're a man short. Player just came out of the box. Cardinals are still going to be short for an extra couple of seconds. As a result, Alvernia takes advantage of their opportunities. They make it 2-0 here. The puck was dropped at center ice. A lot of play in the neutral zone, as now it's picked up by Hornick. Goes across over to Merja off a stick. And this is going to go roll in on the goaltender. Bellatoni has it before it reaches him, as he'll look to start up again at the right side. And here's a shot deflected on the way through. Hornick has it now, and now Merja from the high slot blocked away into the safety netting.
Catholic with only 3 shots on goal in this first period with 1:44 to go.
Not a good start for the Cardinals here tonight.
Not at all.
Or today.
Everyone still looks asleep, like you said. The guys haven't even left campus yet.
I hope they're having sweet dreams.
Hopefully.
Under 2 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Alvernia. Ozone draw for Catholic. A rare one here in the first, as Foster's able to keep it in at the point. Looking to go down low to Johnson. Johnson tried to push it back out to Mulcahy. He had to get himself back on sides and flip this one in, as Schwarzwater now goes on the attack for it. Schwarzwater, he waits, had a good look to keep that puck in, and now Alvernia gets to it and will move it out through center. Good play by Mulcahy to knock it down right at the red line. Again, though, Alvernia was ahead of the play, and they're in on sides again on Daniel Mark. They took the shot, it was blocked, and now it rolls from behind the goal. Catholic looking to pick it up. Schwarzwater centering for Johnson. Again, that's blocked away. or excuse me, not blocked away. Johnson looked to float it in further into the zone, but that was blocked. And now Alvernia from their own zone will look to start up. Book up, looking for Claycomb. Claycomb has the man open, can't get the pass. Oh, he does now, and a save made by Mark. Early whistle. Catholic will take that one. And again, you got to watch out for Claycomb. Looked like he was kind of far to make that pass across, but nonetheless, he made that one, and Mark was again ready as he made that save as well. And that brings him to 26 saves in this first period.
28 shots. That's insane. That's a game's worth of shots in one period.
As people took the shot, now in front, again they score.
That's
3-0 Alvernia. That's a bad bounce.
That's a very unlucky bounce.
Brian Pipple makes it 3-0 Catholic. Excuse me, Alvernia. I wish it was 3-0 Catholic. 4th goal of the season for Pipple. And Alvernia with a commanding 3-0 lead here in the first.
Well, that's one that Daniel Mark has no chance on. The defense has to do a better job. Can't just let guys be camped out in front of the net ready for that, because Alvernia knows that the puck can bounce like that. This is their second goal with something happening behind the net. So there needs to be some adjustments made.
Well, it's still early in the game, and when you look down at a 3-0 deficit here, let's wait and talk and see. Let's see what happens here at the end. We still have some time.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
McQueenie trying to get himself free. McQueenie battling with Peoples, tries to push it back down low to Rasmussen. Players bump along the wall. Under 20 to go in the first as Catholic had possession of it. They lost it as Alvernia made a good defensive play. And now bouncing and trying to get ahead of the defense again. In on goal, they'll take the shot. They score again. It's 4-0 Alvernia. Oh, man, that's a bad defensive play.
That's a lack
Lehan
of
couldn't
hustle.
get back in time. Not the start here that Catholic wanted here at all. Jimmy Sparacco makes it 4-0 Alvernia. That's his 4th goal of the season. As it was just a clear out through center. Lehan had the puck right near him, but he couldn't get back, or right behind him, but he couldn't get back in time to move the puck away. Even if you can't get enough of it, you can move the puck out just into the corner boards. You only have 7 seconds left. You can hold the puck.
Yeah, that's not fun. Giving up a goal in the last minute, much less the last, 10 seconds?
Under 10.
Terrible. Catholic needs to wake up between this first and second period. Still plenty of game left. 2/3 of the game to go, 40 minutes. Plenty of time.
And good thing I didn't actually say what I was going to say. Now it's a 4-0 deficit, but when you have a big deficit like this, you can't look at it as a 4-goal deficit.
No.
You look at it as taking one goal at a time.
Absolutely.
You make it 4-1, and you make it 4-2.
Focus on winning the period.
And then you make it 4-3, and then you tie up. But again, I get the shot differential, 3-30. Okay, yes, it's a big differential, but it's still only one period. I mean, Catholic has time for these alarm clocks to go off and get back into this game.
Absolutely.
But not the start Catholic wanted at all, and Terenzio's telling his players, "Hey, wake up, fellas! It's game time."
Is there no ice cut?
After the first intermission, I do not believe there's an ice cut. I think after the second period, there's an ice cut. So the games will be shorter here today.
Okay, that makes sense. Tournament rules, trying to move everything along.
Correct.
Understood. As I mentioned for the viewers back home, I was not at this tournament last year, so bear with me if I am confused at all or if I don't know what's going on. So this is actually my first time here.
Just a little bit, if you are curious, the later games today here at Iceworks. Lots of more games for the East Coast Showdown. Farmingdale will play at 3:15, and they'll be playing, excuse me if you will, I believe. Well, we'll go over that in just a moment. We're going to have the second period here in just a second. But not a good start for Catholic in that first period. And if it wasn't for the play of Daniel Mark, Catholic could be down way more than they are right now. But no ice cut after the first period. We'll have an ice cut after the second period, and that's going to cause some issues here. You know, the ice is a little bit more already dug up, and as a result, more passes might be stopped at center ice just because of the ice. We'll wait and see as second period is underway here. Catholic's down 4-0, looking for anything to get a spark as they float this one behind the goal. Shoreswater looks to pick it up. Shoreswater trying to go over to Johnson. Johnson had it. He's battling along the boards with a couple Alvernia defensemen trying to dig it free. As again now, here's a shot from the slot. Broken up by Alvernia. And the defense for Catholic trying to get back, but they're trying to gain a step around him. Foster knocks the man down. A good hit by Foster. I don't believe that's necessarily interference as they were both going for the puck. Maybe you could have called that, but Catholic may have gotten away with one. Anyway, here comes Johnson, who has the, looks for the centering feed to Scott. Scott has it. He waits. He holds. And again, broken up by Alvernia. Alvernia now, again, moving well through center. In over the line. Foster breaks it up and clears. Right to the red line, though, and Alvernia pushes it right back into the Catholic zone. Daniel Mark stops it for his defenses. Johnson was tied up at the point, may have been knocked down, but nonetheless, play will continue here. Catholic was looking for a call, not going to get it. As from behind the goal, Mulcahy had a good opportunity, Foster had a good opportunity, but a little bit shot too far on that pass. It's icing. Again, any questions regarding the game or schedule? Feel free to put them in the chat as well. We'll answer your questions when we see them. At the defensive zone draw, Catholic, a little bit of a tie-up. They are able to clear. Hornick moving well through center, trying to gain a step around Moats. He might have it. Hornick looking in front for Henry. Oh, it was just a little bit too far off that pass. Again, digging for it. Hornick causes a turnover, but no one of the other wingers for Catholic could pick it up. Here comes Alvernia trying to get around one. Nice move. They'll put it in the high slot. Here's a backhander shot and another save from Daniel Mark.
Seems like Catholic is awfully timid this game, kind of just poking effortlessly at the puck with their sticks. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's an early game. I don't know. The fellas just came out kind of slow, kind of lazy.
And again, I mean, we've mentioned this too. Catholic is never a first period team. They always struggle in the first period. It's the second period now, and it's early, but maybe they have waken up just a little bit. The Bellatoni is shot from the point, blocked away. Mulcahy will get to it. Push it up the wall to Merja. He can't clear. Another shot blocked away partly by Catholic. Alvernia down low looking to gain a step on Lehan. Lehan knocks his man down, but Alvernia still has the puck. Alvernia, the hold and wait. Now back out to the left side half boards, back out towards the point. Bellatoni shakes a man, waits, walks it in, fires it, and over the goal. Now out of the zone. Moats will have to track this one down for Alvernia. Alvernia, good pressure by Merja to try and cause a turnover as Catholic was going for a change, really had no support. Now Desjardins knocks the puck free. Merja had it, lost it as he was able to float this one in. As now Book now trying to maneuver himself free and out of the zone. Bellatoni from center shoots it in. Mulcahy knocks it down. Mulcahy trying to move it up the wall. It's off one stick and turned over. Brunner couldn't get to it.
Trouble with the puck all game.
He has. Again, now in the high slot again. Alvernia looking for the centering feed. Rolls in on Mark, who makes the save. Rebound was loose and now into the corner. Back out towards the point, left side Bellatoni. Down low to Book. Mark had his stick knocked out of his hands. He wanted a call. He's not going to get it from the referee. Again, Bellatoni, a shot, and that rolls again over the goal. Now, Peoples again from the right side point. He can't keep it in. Good play by Catholic. They might have a rush. Can you believe it? And here's Desjardins, a long shot, just floats this one on goal, makes the save.
Looks like Mark took the stick of Mulcahy there for a second. But, both players have their stick back.
Well, what I did notice is that they were lining up to take the shot from the point, and Mulcahy was trying to give Mark his stick.
Yeah.
And Mark was trying to face the shot. Mulcahy was facing away from the play. That's not good.
Yeah.
So miss a little bit of a poor communication. Really nothing going well for Catholic in this game so far. Mark could be I would say would be a bright spot, but nonetheless, I think the lights are still off everywhere else.
Absolutely.
As again, Alvernia looks for the long stretch feed, but Foster gets to it first, icing on Alvernia. So we're about 4 minutes into the second period here. Catholic's being outshot by a margin of 27. 32 shots for Alvernia and a measly 5 for Catholic. And you could say, okay, yeah, they had a couple power plays. I mean, you don't get that many shots off of power plays now.
No.
Catholic, if they were playing a solid game, I would say they should have about 18. But here comes Alvernia now, maybe with a 2-on-0. They get around Hornick, looks for the centering feed. Oh, nice save by Mark. Gets enough of it. Catholic defense was caught up ice. Hornick was walked, but a good save by Mark. Now again a shot from the slot.
Mark gets a piece of that.
Mark got a piece of it. Nice save.
Mark ruined the sequence. A real nice move. The Alvernia bench is hyped up after that one, but Mark shuts it down. Cancels the highlight reel goal.
It really would have been a highlight reel goal, but Catholic staying off those reels right now, thankfully. As off the defensive zone draw, Foster able to win it across to McQueenie. McQueenie down low, looking back for Foster, who had went in front of the net to try and go up ice with the play. Didn't realize that McQueenie was going to go back down low behind the goal. Players tied up. Foster gets it free. Up to McQueenie, trying to settle down the bouncing puck, and that's what's going to happen here. You know, with the no ice cut, the puck's just going to continue to bounce more as the ice is choppy. Nonetheless, play continues. Brunner now has it. Looks a little slow as Brunner trying to hunt down the puck, puts it into the zone. Brunner trying to stay with it as Catholic goes for a change, but Alvernia gets around him as they'll shoot this puck into the zone. As it was off the stick, there should be icing, and it will be. So 15 minutes remaining here in the second period. 15:25 to be exact. 4-0 Alvernia. And not the start to the tournament Catholic was looking for.
Not at all.
But still time left. We're not even halfway through the game. And yes, it's 4-0, but 4-0 who? You start with one goal, and you never know. Could get back into this game. Exactly. But you can't look at it as 4 goals. You have to look at it as a one-at-a-time thing. Now Shoreswater at the point. Mulcahy is shot, blocked away. Now behind the goal. Goaltender was looking for it. Not sure where to look. I think it was on top of the net, behind the net, if that makes sense. And now Nolan Scott rips a shot in on goal as McDowell really didn't have it covered. Now he does. And that brings Catholic to 7 shots on goal with 5 minutes gone here in the second period. As Alvernia goes for a line change. Draw coming up to the right of McDowell here. McDowell hasn't been tested much as Catholic pretty much has been dominated so far in this game. But let's see if things can change. Off the ozone draw, Scott across to Johnson, and Johnson tried to go across once more time to the right side to Shoreswater. That puck was off his stick. Catholic still has possession of it behind the goal, looking for the centering feed out in front. That was blocked away. Still kept it at the point by Mulcahy. Shot taken, save made by McDowell. And freshman goaltender hasn't had a lot of games played so far this year. He's started one game and played it in the parts of another game. And he's played well so far, but really Catholic hasn't given him much of a test. Needs some players in front when you take these long shots, as they should know Alvernia's been doing all game. Again at the line, Lehan tries to keep it in. He's able to. Gets it back down low, and Alvernia now pushes it back out towards the line. Scott trying to keep it in for CUA. And again, Alvernia will control. Alvernia looking for the long feed up to Fergus. Fergus behind the goal. Trying to pick it up. Lehan able to move it out towards the point. Now pushed back down low behind the Catholic goal. Mulcahy trying to get to it. Mulcahy behind the goal. Man knocking down at center at the faceoff dot, and Alvernia wanted a call. They're not going to get it, as Catholic able to clear. Desjardins looking for Shoreswater. Had a good look to get to him, but the pass was off the mark. Now at the point, Lehan steps into one. Shoreswater looking for the deflection. That goes wide. Shoreswater again digs it free from the boards at the left side. In the high slot, a shot, deflected, score! Catholic gets one back. 4-1 in still favor of Alvernia, but that's what we talked about. You get one and get the ball rolling.
Looks like a deflection there in front of the net that allowed Catholic to have that goal. A nice shot, just barely tipped, but just enough to get by McDowell.
Looks like Shoreswater tipped that one in front. First tournament goal, and that will bring him to 11 goals total on the season. So good season, good productive season so far for him. 13:39 remaining in the second period, and looks like the alarm clocks went off for Catholic. They're on the board now. As the draw at center ice, Foster tries to get it up ahead to Desjardins, and he floats it into the zone. Behind the goal, trying to keep it in was Foster. He backed up as trying to get back, as here comes Alvernia with the outlet pass. Hornick, a nice play to take away the scoring opportunity. And now it's loose at center, and Merja picks it up on sides. Merja waits. He holds. Looks for the centering feed to Joey Henry. That's off his stick. Hornick now, a shot blocked away as he stepped in from the point. Alvernia looking for the high flip pass to Book. Again, it was broken up, but now ahead of the play again is Book, who had a nice centering feed. Gets around Foster. Book trying to go all the way. Runs into Mark, as Mark wasn't happy with that, but nonetheless, puck rolls to the corner. Merja now battling for it. Merja can't get to it at the point. Again, a shot. Save made or blocked away.
Heads up.
Looked like it was blocked by Alvernia, as they didn't mean to do that. And now Henry trying to settle down a bouncing puck. Henry floats it in on goal. Save made by McDowell.
Alvernia ripping high shots from the point. Sometimes hitting one of their own players, but I think that's part of the strategy. Not necessarily hitting their own player, but rather ripping high shots from the point. They've been doing that all game.
It's been working. They're getting players open in front. They're getting great chances as well. D-zone draw for Alvernia. Won by Catholic as they set up shop in the O-zone. At the point, Lehan tries to keep it. He's able to get it back down low for McQueenie. Puck rolled off his stick out of the zone, and here comes Alvernia once again with another rush. They'll shoot this puck in. Mark leaves it for Rasmussen. And Rasmussen up the wall looking for Will Brunner, but here's a shot by Moats, deflected on the way through. Rebound loose, another shot, and that goes over the goal. McQueenie now picks it up for Catholic. Out of the zone, Alvernia now has it. Goes across over to Sparacco, looking for the centering feed. As Mulcahy now across over to Lehan and back to Mulcahy. That's a really poor pass right in front of your goal. You're going D to D. Not the best play to make. I mean, you're right in front of your goal. If it's intercepted, I mean, it's almost a walk-in, a tap-in for Alvernia. As now again from Brunner, another poor pass.
Mulcahy's having a rough game.
Not a good start for the game for Mulcahy. Really a rough start for all the Cardinals, but we'll see if things can change as they are within 3. As Pipple goes off sides here. He tried to get back, doing a little bit of a split there, but not able to do so. 4-1 here, just about midway through the second period. It's 4-1 now. Catholic was able to get on the scoreboard here midway through the second. 11:37 remaining on the clock. We're right outside of the defensive zone for Catholic as they're able to get the puck off a tie-up at center. Shoreswater tried to kick it forward. Kicked it right to Alvernia, who took the long shot on Mark, and he makes the save. So Catholic, I will say it has been a little bit more of a balanced period for them. They're having trouble getting those passes down, but they're skating a lot better here in the second period, and it has limited the amount of opportunities that Alvernia has had.
Agreed.
Nonetheless, they're still struggling to kick it cleared out of the zone. Foster had his stick knocked out of his hands, and that's a penalty. Garcia trying to argue it, saying, hey, that wasn't a penalty, but sometimes you have a little bit of a job to do in selling a penalty, but that time I don't think he's going to win that one.
Nope.
He's going to head to the box here. 2 minutes for slashing.
This could be huge for Catholic. Cut the lead in half.
2-goal lead, as they say, is the most dangerous lead in hockey.
Agreed.
So we'll wait and see if Catholic can get one into the back of the net here. Pris power play gets their first chance of the, well, now it's afternoon, so afternoon here. As Johnson at left wing on the draw, Shoreswater. At the point now, Catholic has him. Mulcahy down low over to Hornick. Hornick at the right side dot. In front, deflection for
almost
Shoreswater.
kicked in by an Alvernia player.
Yes, nice save. Good awareness by McDowell. As Catholic with a good opportunity early in this power play. 1:40 remaining on the clock on the power play. Under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Here comes Mulcahy. Over to Johnson. And over to Hornick, who's trying to gain the line at center. He does. Hornick has it. He waits. He holds. He looks for the centering feed. There's Shoreswater. Oh, a nice save by McDowell. He was up against the post. Good play by Catholic. Good setup as they still have possession. Lehan over to Hornick. Hornick has it. Waits. He holds. And back out to Mulcahy. Back over to Hornick at the right side dot. Oh, look for the 1-T to Shoreswater. He had it, but he fanned on it. Now Lehan over to Johnson. Johnson at the left side faceoff dot. Back out towards the point, Lehan. Down low to Hornick at the dot again. Right side. Hornick looking over his options. Oh, it deflects in. They score. Look at that. It's 4-2. The arm clock's buzzing now. It's 4-2.
Looked like a deflecting knuckle puck in the air. Very hard to track. McDowell couldn't really see that. But that's huge for Catholic. cutting the lead in half.
They don't ask how, they just ask how many, as they say.
Absolutely.
And that's a good example of that. McDowell, really no chance. It was a really weird deflection off of one of their players in front, but that'll be credited to Matthew Hornick for the goal. That's his first goal of the tournament and brings him to 6 on the season. Puck was dropped center. Catholic had a good look at it. Now they get it in on sides, and they're back in this game. The boys are starting to buzz a little bit now. Waking up, getting out of bed, brushing their teeth. Now they're doing their morning routine here. As Merja has it, looks and shut for the shot, and the save made by McDowell. Again at the point, trying to keep it in his Foster puts it back down low to Henry. Henry looking to go back out to the right side wall again to Merja, as he had to get to it. He's able to. And now they go back down below the goal to Joey Henry, who puts it back out to Hornick. Hornick trying to sidestep a man. Over to Foster. Foster has it, took the shot, it was blocked away, and Alvernia is able to clear to have a man ahead of the pack, and they can hit him on the break, but a good play by Foster to get back in time. And once again, Alvernia did touch it, but puck was in, the player was in before the puck was, offsides. So now under 10 to go here in the second. Catholic back in this game. It was 4-0, and now it's 4-2. So the Priz power play scores for the first time today. And they'll look to keep that success going. A little bit of a fluky goal, but nonetheless, sometimes it's how they come.
Yeah, not all goals in hockey are pretty.
Exactly right. As here comes Alvernia. Sparico, behind the goal, looking for the centering feed. He feigned on the initial pass. Now he gets it down low to Marar. Down low to Claycomb. Claycomb trying to dig himself free. Back out to Bellatoni. Over to the defenseman at the right side, blocked away. And back down low to Marar. Claycomb trying to get it free. Now he walks it back out towards the point to the defenseman. A shot deflected all the way through and off the crossbar. My goodness.
Crazy deflections here.
As Juszczyk, not the fullback, Juszczyk took the shot from the point. It was deflected on the way through and hit the crossbar. And that could have been danger again for the Cardinals if that one hit the back of the net. So 8:43 remaining here in the second period. Cardinals down by 2. Still lots of time to go here. As McDowell went over to his bench. I believe he had we'll call that an equipment timeout. I'm not sure if anything was wrong. Looks like he's just fine. Maybe had an issue with his helmet or skate. Nonetheless, all is fixed here, and puck is dropped here in the O-zone for Alvernia as they took the shot. Here's Bellatoni, deflected on the way through, blocked away. Marara now has it again. Took the shot through traffic, save made, rebound loose, now on the high slot, again a shot. Oh, it's blocked. Shoreswater up the wall over to Brendan Johnson. Oh, nice move. Johnson looking for the centering feed. It was broken up again. Shoreswater again causes a turnover, in on goal, and a shot on goal for Catholic. That'll bring them to 17. Or 16 still for this contest so far. So again, I mean, Catholic only had, I believe, 4 shots after the first period. Now they're at 16. And Alvernia had 32 after the first, I believe. And only 4 in the second period. So Catholic doing better on the shot clock, or shots on the shot sheet. And they're back in this game. And here comes Alvernia now. Garcia has it, rips the shot. Oh, Mark may have gotten just enough of that. Now at the right side point, they'll flick it in down low. Broken up by Mulcahy. Mulcahy floats it up in the air for Shoreswater. Shoreswater trying to get around the defense. He lost it. Here comes Alvernia once again, as Garcia didn't realize he was blocking the passing lane, as Shoreswater will dump it in with a cross corner play. Catholic goes for a complete change. The defensemen stay out there. Alvernia looking to get it out of the zone. They'll flick it ahead, and Mulcahy will track this one down for Catholic. Mulcahy has it, floats it over to Joey Henry. It's off his stick into the zone as McDowell plays it. A little bit of a risky play. He played it right into traffic. Nonetheless, Alvernia lives to tell about it as they move in over the line. Pipple has it, trying to get around the defense. Floats it right off the post as he went flying down. And that was little bit too close to call. Good play by Pitbull as now he's behind the goal trying to get that puck free again for Alvernia. Pitbull has it now. Back out towards the point again. They'll hold it. Moats takes the shot, deflected on the way through and just wide. Mulcahy now at the point. Moats again. Fakes the shot. Now takes it. Blocked away again. Here comes Joey Henry now for Catholic. Henry up the right side, in over the line. Henry is going to take the shot on goal. Save made by McDowell as he makes that save. Rebound loose. Oh, Lehan falls out the line. It creates a 2-on-1. Centering feed. They have it. The hold. Rip the shot. And Mark got a piece of that as well.
Good stop by Mark.
Lehan lost an edge at center ice, but nonetheless, a good play from Mark to bail out his teammate. Now loose puck again at center. Desjardins trying to clear. Gets it ahead to Henry, and he's able to clear. Over to Farowski, looking for the centering feed. He's got him. And Alvernia has it now. Again, shot, save made by Mark, and he floats that one out of play here. With 6:09 remaining here in the second period. 4-2 still to score in favor of Alvernia. But again, a fast-moving second period here. It seems like the tournament games always move a little bit faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, of course, with no ice cut as well. But we will have one after the second period, so we'll have intermission report after that. Here comes McQueenie trying to gain a step around the defense. He couldn't as he had the puck roll off his stick. Brunner blindly puts it forward for McQueenie. He almost had him as McQueenie really digging for that puck. He was really digging for it. He couldn't get it, and now it's into the zone. Brunner trying to get to it now. Brunner and McQueenie forechecking for Catholic, trying to get to that puck before Alvernia can clear. Good keep now at the line by Rasmussen. In front, Brunner had it. Oh, it was just off his stick. Now again at the point, trying to keep it alive is McQueenie. Pushes it down low, back out to Foster. Foster has it, walks the line, takes the shot, deflected, just wide again, now loose in the crease, and taken out of the zone by Alvernia. Alvernia, centering feed, they're in over the line again. Sparico trying to get himself free, nice move. Loose again, and trying to clear again is Catholic. They are able to. Johnson blindly puts it across ice. Brunner trying to get to it. Brunner chips it ahead. And Foster now off the chip, as Brunner had his stick tied up from the chip. Foster will get it across over to Hornick. Hornick looking for the feed off the bounce pass from the boards. Gets it to Shoreswater. Shoreswater down low, looking over to Johnson. Johnson trying to get it free. Johnson gets it over to Scott. And Scott and Johnson both battle for it along the wall. Johnson's knocked down as he kind of fell to his knees, and Alvernia will shoot this one into the zone and go for a change. Under 5 to go here in the second. Lehan now across, over looking for his defenseman. Now it's out of the zone as Catholic was able to clear by Shoreswater and all the way back down. No icing here. Alvernia, a little bit of a poor pass in front of their goal, but they live to tell about it as they move it out through center. Here they come again. They're going to flip this one in on Mark, and he'll make the save. So 4:20 remaining here in the second period. Score 4-2 in favor of Alvernia. And a fast-moving game so far. Like we said, there was no ice cut after the first period, so that's part of the reason we'll have a quicker game here. All games here will be a little quicker this weekend, but ice cut will be after the second. As Alvernia takes a shot from the point, deflected just wide of the goal. Now over to Mulcahy. He can't keep it down at the point. Again, a shot deflected again, wide of the goal. Again, they'll take a shot, and that's wide. A lot of missed shots this second period by Alvernia. Catholic will now pick it up as Mulcahy up ahead to Desjardins. Desjardins floats it in on McDowell, who makes the save. Had a little trouble covering, but he gets that just enough to cover this one. So 3:51 remaining here in the second. The score 4-2 in favor of Alvernia still. Catholic with 2 goals in the second period. They get themselves back in it. And if you're Catholic going into the third down by 2, still have some time, so it's still not a little early to say. But if you're down by 2 going into the third, that's something you can deal with.
Yeah, Catholic is a third period team, as they've been called.
As Lehan takes the shot from the point, and McDowell covers up again. So Catholic now has gotten themselves to 20 shots on goal. just about 15 shots they've had in the second period. That's a good second period for them. As we know, like you mentioned, Catholic is a second and third period team. They seemingly started to wake up here. As once again, it's floated into the Alvernia zone. floated in on goal, and now behind the goal. Daniel Mark will have to stop it. Leave it for his defense, and oh my goodness, almost turned it right over into traffic. Puck loose, and that was shot on Mark, and a save made that time. It was Mark with a little bit of a bad turnover, but he makes it up for his mistake. As 3:22 remaining here in the second period, 4-2 in favor of Alvernia. Catholic has gotten themselves back with 2 goals in the second period. We'll see where things stand after 2, and we'll have a little bit more of a discussion about that in the second period intermission report. So McQueenie trying to find that loose puck. He is able to get to it, gets it over to Rasmussen. He couldn't glove it down, and now chipped all the way back down to the zone to Foster. Foster goes D to D, over to Hornick. Looking for McQueenie. He's going to be deflected. In on goal. McDowell can't cover. Bounced off his glove. As now Alvernia trying to clear. They are able to as Foster gets it across to Will Brunner. Brunner trying to chip it into the zone. Again broken up. Mahler has it. Across looking for Claycomb. Claycomb has it now at the line. Pushes it back in. Foster trying to get to it and clear. Foster trying to get to it. Now he does and looks for the pass out through center as Brunner knocked a man down after the play. Knocks him down again, a little bit from behind the play, a little bit extracurriculars, but play continues as Catholic still has it in the O-zone. At the point, Brunner tried to keep it in as he arrived late to the play, but Sparico now has it. Sparico trying to go across for the centering feed, broken up. Cleared out of the zone. Catholic now again trying to find the open man. Now Alvernia will take over again and enter the zone. Garcia rips the shot. Save made by Mark again. Mark trying to stay with the play as the play continues in the corner. Moats keeps it in at the line. Moats down low behind the goal. Foster steps into him. Still can't find the loose puck. Alvernia has it now. They'll center it. It's broken up by Shoreswater. Here he comes. Shoreswater, 2-on-2. Could be a 3-on-2 with Hornick. Shoreswater cuts in through center. Takes the shot. Oh, man. McDougal got just enough of that. Excuse me, McDowell. As it just bounced off his shoulder. Again, Foster now has it across over to Hornick. Hornick floats it into the zone. Johnson trying to speed ahead and get to that puck. Can't get to it. Alvernia will get to it with 1:30 left, and Alvernia might have be ahead of step of the play, but still kept it by Catholic at the line. Here comes Alvernia. Garcia floats it in the goal. Garcia knocking a player down, and we'll have to talk about that in a moment as Mark was behind his goal. Almost turned it over again, but defense helps him out. Now Lehan over to Mulcahy. Mulcahy waits, looks over his options with just about a minute to go here in the second. Mulcahy, long feed over to Johnson. Didn't have his stick down in time. That's going to be icing with under a minute to go here in the second period. And I was mentioning that, Shoreswater got kind of hooked at the blue line by Garcia. I mean, he even trash-talked him right into his face. Referee was standing there. Cardinals wanted to call, and they didn't get it that time. So under a minute to go here in the second period. Nolan Scott wins the defensive zone draw for Catholic. Goes over to Mulcahy. And now the centering feed again, they score. Mulcahy with a rather poor pass. And that costs them again.
Less than a minute to go in the period. That hurts.
I got a little tongue-tied describing the play, but Mulcahy had a long feed out of the zone. He had his man open, but threw that pass a little bit too short, and it was intercepted at the line. Defenseman walked it in, found the man open back door.
You can't do that. You can not with a minute left either.
No, exactly. This happened in the first period too.
These are just all mental mistakes. Those are the kind of mistakes you hate to see.
Catholic now down by 3 with under a minute to go here in the second period. Again at the point, they'll have it. Deflected again all the way through and lose again. A shot goes wide. Hornick now has it for CUA. Hornick going to flick it out of the zone. And hoping for a Frankie Merja ahead of the play. He almost caused a turnover. Now loose. Desjardins going over to Moats now behind his goal. Moats will recollect and look over his options. Moats up the wall, looking for center for Bellatoni. He's got it. Bellatoni trying to cut around Foster. Good defensive play to break that up. Henry into the corner boards. Trying to dig it free. Book again, a shot save made. Rebound. Did they score again? And yes, 6-2 now, right before the buzzer.
That's terrible. That's brutal. 2 goals within the last minute of the period. That's just, you hate to see that.
As Mark heads right off the ice after the second period, he's not happy with the result. That puck, I believe, was in before the buzzer.
I believe so.
As, again, it was a similar play, a turnover in front. It was loose off a rebound shot, and Alvernia makes it 6-2 with just a minute, with literally under a second to go. A buzzer beater there, call that one. As both teams will head back to their locker room. We'll have an intermission report in just a few minutes. We'll cover the first and the second period, and we'll talk about how Catholic could potentially make a comeback here in the third. But after the first and second, like we mentioned, it's 6-2 in favor of Alvernia. We'll be back with second period intermission report in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in tonight, this afternoon. All right, and welcome back here to the second period intermission report, live from the Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania. After 2 periods of play, Alvernia in the lead and in control, 6-2. In the first period, like we said, Catholic was still asleep. They were still back in their rooms in Opus and Mills, and it really showed. It was 4-0 Alvernia after 1 period of play.
30-something shots from Alvernia.
And only about 4 for Catholic.
Yeah.
After 1.
It was a deficit.
And I know we talk about Catholic being a slow starting team. Yeah, all right, fine. But giving up 4 goals and necessarily not, even after 1 of those or 2 of those quick goals, and the team still couldn't wake up from that? That's what happened in the first period is Catholic really didn't have any bright spots except for 1, and that's Daniel Mark.
Yeah, Daniel Mark has been standing on his head this game. He's seen the shots on goal. The shot counter is a little bit off. He's seen a total of 47 shots, making 41 saves. But he's been doing an excellent job standing on his head, really trying to keep Catholic in the game. These goals he has no chance on. They're not really his fault or anything.
No, many really. I would maybe pinpoint. Actually, I don't think I can pinpoint any of these goals really being on Mark at all.
Yeah.
And usually, if a goalie lets up 6, usually a goalie will let up 1 that's on him. It just happens.
It happens.
You face so many shots. But I actually don't think any of these goals have been on him. I mean, genuinely, his defense has left him hanging out too dry.
Yeah, especially within the last minute of that second period, around the 48-second mark. Yeah, both periods in the last minute, there's been a goal given up. But this second period, even worse. 1 goal given up within the last minute, and another one in that last minute within the last 10 seconds. So, Daniel Marks has been getting pelted with shots. Not much he can do. He's on pace to see almost 70 shots maybe. It's been a crazy game for him.
Could happen, too.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, in the second period here, Shoreswater is able to score for Catholic, and Matthew Hornick was as well. Power play converted once, and that made it 4-2. And if you're after the second period, if you're down by 2, that's doable to get back to a tie in the third period. And Catholic, for the most part, played a good second period until just about the 2-minute mark. Still 4-2. And again, 2 bad goals against for Catholic. Mulcahy had a chance to clear. I'm not trying to pinpoint anybody, but Mulcahy did have a chance to clear. It was a poor pass. He didn't get it out of the zone. And at the line, it was a backdoor feed from the right side to the left. Mark had no chance. That made it 5-2 with under a minute to go. Again, literally a buzzer beater goal. It was more not necessarily a give and go or a backdoor play, but it was a shot that was initially taken. Mark had to go over to one side. The rebound was taken again, and that went to the back of the net. That made it 6-2. Literally, as the buzzer went off to end the second period, it did count, and we're at the score 6-2. So really not a strong game for Catholic. They had played maybe, if their best part of the game was probably the second period from about the 15-minute mark to about maybe the 3-minute mark. And besides that, they've looked pretty flat.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Well, tournament will continue tomorrow, and hopefully a later start can benefit Catholic. We always say Catholic's not a first-period team. They're more of a second- and third-period team. We'll see what happens with Catholic. I mean, you never know with a hockey game how it can end. I mean, this game is going to continue to be physical. It's actually wasn't as physical in the second period, but I bet that's going to continue. You know Catholic has to be woken up now. They're angry. They're not happy with how things have gone so far. And they can score goals. I mean, we know that Catholic can score a lot of goals. So it's still a period to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
What can happen?
A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. We'll see. Again, let's talk about, well, we still have other games too. Well, the tournament will continue tomorrow afternoon. Catholic will rematch Salisbury University at 4:15. As you know, Catholic had a very competitive game last Friday night with Salisbury. The game tomorrow looks to be an exciting one and one you won't want to miss. We'll have coverage starting at around 4 o'clock, and puck drop is at 4:15. So, again, a physical game today. It's going to be a physical game tomorrow. And Sunday they'll play Ramapo at 2. Don't know too much about them. They're a Division II team in the Empire Federation League. I believe that's what it's called, and they're a strong team.
Yeah, all these teams in this tournament are highly competitive games for Catholic. So if Catholic is struggling today, then they should expect the exact same for tomorrow and Sunday. All these are difficult games, and they are not to be taken lightly.
Right. And I know head coach Terenzio was trying to get today's game pushed back just in any sense, because any team to play an 11 o'clock game is hard, but at the same time, I mean, Alvernia is playing under the same conditions, and they're up 6-2.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Yeah, there's no excuse, no room for waking up early excuse or anything like that. Catholic just needs to turn it on, I guess.
Well, they've got some time to do so. I mean, they still have 20 minutes to work with here, as we'll have third period coverage beginning in just a minute. Both teams just came back out of from the locker rooms. They're going over to get some final words of wisdom from their head coaches. We'll be back with third period action in just a moment. Stay with us here. And we're back with puck drop here in the third period. Catholic able to win the opening faceoff of the third. Foster goes across to Matthew Hornick and goes back over to Jackson Shoreswater. Shoreswater tips this puck into the zone and chases after it, battles with Alvernia defenders, and puck is still free now along the left side wall. Trying to dig it free. Shoreswater across. And it's going to roll off a skate. Now kicked out of the zone by Alvernia. Nice play. And here comes Logan Book. Book has it now. Drifts through center. Down low, looking for the deflection. Mark makes the glove save. It's loose now off the rebound and now back out towards the point. Here's a shot. Deflected in. Where is it? Mark has it between his legs. Yes, he did get that one. Looked like he did look behind him. The way things have gone, it wouldn't have surprised me if that was in the back of the net, unfortunately. But Mark holds on to make the save that time. That brings his total for 38 saves. And we're just getting started. Now they bring it up to 47, so 41 saves here for Daniel Mark. And we're just starting the third period. Now a shot from the point just goes wide. Sparico has it now for Alvernia at the wall. He lost it. Now he gets it back. Sparico down low looking to center it. He does. Loose. And blocked away by Mulcahy. Good play by Mulcahy. He's had a rough game so far, but makes a good block. Puck still free again. A shot deflected, knocked out of the zone. Here comes Merja Desjardins knocked off the puck, gets it ahead to Joey Henry. Henry trying to get it around Sparico. He lost the puck. And Pipple now receives the centering pass. Puck rolled off his stick, gets it across to Mulcahy, collects, and gets it out of the zone. He's going to shoot this one now into the zone here, as Lehan will have to chase after it. And now into the zone, excuse me. Merja has it. Merja looking for the deflection. Loose behind the goaltender. He couldn't cover. It was loose. No one there for Catholic to put that into the back of the net, and that would have really boosted their spirits here early in the third. Okay, yeah. And looks like it may have been offsides off the touch-up. Draw coming up here in a moment. So 18:08 remaining here in the second period, and that actually was a penalty on Alvernia. I didn't see the call. It looked like it may have been a rougher, something of the like in the corner, but Catholic will go on their second power play of the game, and you get one here quickly. Not out of the game just yet. Shoreswater in another draw for CUA. Brisk power play 1-for-1 today. Let's see if they can make it 2-for-2. Mulcahy now to Hornick. Hornick just walks it in, takes the shot, and the save made by the goaltender, Duncan McDowell. So 1:53 still remaining on the penalty to Anthony Downs, as Catholic now still wins the draw. Mulcahy collects over to Matthew Hornick, down low to Johnson. Johnson back out to Hornick. Hornick backdoor Johnson. Oh, he had a wide open net and couldn't finish it. It bounced off of Johnson's leg and his hand, pretty much everything except to stick it into the net. Bad luck for Johnson. He had a good look. But that's a good play for CUA. They set that back up again. They'll have a sure goal. It's worked in other games, too. They did this against Salisbury. They did this against Montgomery. It's a good power play strategy, and it continues to work here. Lehan now off the draw. Tried to find the centering man, which was Shoreswater, and cleared out of the zone by Alvernia. With 17:37 remaining in the third, 1:30 remaining on the penalty to Anthony Downs. Here comes Mulcahy now looking to start up from behind his goal. Mulcahy up to Johnson. Johnson over to Jackson Shoreswater, who's in over the line. Drops it over to Lehan. Lehan had it, but he couldn't glove it down and out of the zone. Lehan will have to chase it at center. He'll get to it. And Lehan over to Shoreswater. Shoreswater trying to find Johnson. He's got him on the money. And over to Shoreswater again on sides. Shoreswater takes a shot. Rebound loose again. And Johnson had a good look but couldn't finish it. Again, Mulcahy drops it in. Taker keeps it in. Over to Johnson. Now he shoots. And again, oh my goodness, 3 looks for Johnson. And none of them find the back of the net. Oh, man. Johnson with not 1, not 2, but 3 really good looks. 2 bad bounces as well. And Johnson still couldn't put this puck in the back of the net. Still 40 seconds remain on the penalty to Downs. Loosing puck. Shoreswater picks it up. McDougal meets him. Makes the save. Rebound loose. Now behind him and in. Catholic scores at 6-3. Don't go away just yet. Power play goal. Catholic goes 2 for 2 on the PP.
Finally able to tuck it in the back of the net is Catholic. After 3 opportunities on the 4th one, they score.
Good play for Catholic, more of a dirty goal, as you could say. But again, they don't ask how, they just ask how many. And now the Catholic defense gets walked again, and they score. They score 1, and they give it right back up. 7-3. My goodness, the woes continue for the Cardinals here. Foster got beat off the draw. They get right behind him and take it all the way.
That goal just got canceled right out.
It did indeed.
After fighting so hard for that goal and to give it up in the next 5 seconds must hurt.
Hurts any team. As Alvernia really feeling it now. They win the draw again at center. They'll put it in on goal, and it's deflected over the net. 16:21 remaining in the third period. The score now 7-3. Catholic scored. Alvernia gets it right back within 10 seconds. Now they're up by 4 once again. So 10 goals in this game. Rather high-scoring affair as there's a shot off the draw again, just deflected wide. Mark tried to get it. It was blocked away. Here comes Catholic again trying to clear the zone. Alvernia gets to it over the line. And Bellatoni now from behind the goal looks to center it in front. Sparico down low. Looking to find the centering man. It's Pipple. Pipple has it. He waits, goes back out towards the Bellatoni. Bellatoni a shot. The save made by Mark. 51st shot on goal, and we're still only 5 minutes into the third period here.
Whoa.
So Mark's been busy. No question about that. But Mark really looking to keep his team in the game at all costs, and he really has done a good job of that tonight. Not many goals have really, none of these goals have been on him. He just hasn't had much help from his defense. Anytime the Alvernia wingers get going, they just start speeding past the Catholic defense, who seem to be a little quite flat-footed, per se. And Catholic, as a result, finds 7 goals in the back of their net. As play continues here. Catholic trying to move the puck up out of the zone. It's Lehan across. Turns it over in a bad spot. Alvernia has it again in the high slot. Pass was a little bit too far out of the reach of Alvernia's forwards, and Catholic will try and get it back. Lehan still can't win that draw. Again a shot. Save made by Mark. Puck rolls to the corner and all the way down. This will be icing on Catholic. Brunner couldn't get there in time. But again, just Catholic's not winning those board battles. Catholic's not making good passes. Catholic shots are weak. Catholic at center can't catch a pass. It just seems everything is really not going their way at all.
It seems like there's a lack of effort
Lack of effort and focus.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely a lack of focus. Because a lot of these, Catholic doesn't lack the physical aspect. We have talented guys, physically talented guys, but I think not everyone's head is in the game today, and we can see that through those mental errors.
Well, you can see it. Like you mentioned, Catholic's a talented team. Yes, they own a 500 record, but that's partly because of injuries and just overall slow start to the season. But this is the midway point, and they say that East Coast Showdown is a good benchmark to see how Catholic's doing.
Absolutely.
As Rasmussen is hurt, he's limping to the bench. And off the change, Catholic is again facing a 2-on-1. Alvernia trying to cut in front. Shot save, rebound loose, and they score again. Oh, Lehan knocks him down, and all hell breaks loose from behind the goal. Mark is down, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with him. I don't know if Mark got run into as well. He's back up to his feet. Lehan protects his goaltender and runs after the forward who knocked into Mark. Wait and see if this counts. I believe it is. Looks like Mark is okay. Lehan will definitely head to the box for this. Wait to see if anyone from Alvernia is going to head to the box as well. 14-23 now. I believe the score is going to be in favor, 8-3 in favor of Alvernia.
Yikes.
Let's wait and see what the penalties are. Looks like Mark's okay. He was down at his crease. May have gotten whacked just a little bit, but he's okay. As he pulls the puck out of the net, may have gotten hit in the head. Let's wait and see what the penalties are here. I believe Lehan will head to the box. As a lot of fans want a penalty here on Alvernia. They're going to get it, I believe. Wait and see what happens with Lehan. I don't know if Alvernia picked up the only penalty. And slashing was the call on Alvernia. Some fans not happy here. As Lehan, they said Lehan cross-checked Alvernia player in the back from behind. And, well, he's got a point. Not going to deny that, but yeah, Catholic's going to have a power play out of this. I don't agree with that. And that actually will also negate the goal. Excuse me. It is 7-3. So they must have called a penalty on the cross-check before the goal went in, or it negated the goal. And now Lehan off the post. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Lehan with a shot that rang off the pipe.
Off the post, off McDowell.
And not in the back of the net. Good diving play by Alvernia. And they'll clear it out of the zone.
Highly unlucky right there.
It's a lot of bounces not going the Catholic way. So Lehan, the main culprit, who could have been into the box, almost ripped that puck into the back of the net. But I guess the hockey god said, hey, maybe you should have been into the box, and that's why you're not scoring.
Hockey god karma or something. I don't know.
Something like that. 7-3 the score, so that goal was negated. I thought it was going to count because the penalty may have been after the play.
Yeah, I thought the same, but
the referees took the goal off the board, so we still stay at 7-3. And it was another bad play by Catholic, but Catholic kind of got a little lucky that didn't count. So 7-3 is where we stand. And Catholic on the power play with 1:20 left on the power play, about 10 minutes remaining, 13 minutes remaining in the third. Catholic now controls at the point, sets up shot. Mulcahy over to Johnson at the left side dot. And back over to Lehan. Lehan back over to Johnson. Johnson waits, fires it. Save made by McDowell off the bucket. McDowell has a strap loose. McDowell wants a whistle, but he's not going to get it as Catholic is in on sides again. Mulcahy has it. Looks in front for the centering feed as it's bouncing around, and now Hornick can't get his stick down. Hornick now trying to keep it. Lehan can't keep it in at the line. And now goaltender McDowell flips off his mask. He'll get that whistle.
yeah, that's the right play as a goalie. If your headgear is loose, you definitely want to get the whistle if you can. Push the net off, take your helmet off, something. Safety is the first concern. Been in situations like that, that's really the best thing you can do.
It's the smart play too, of course.
Yeah.
To keep yourself from getting hurt as well.
Because I mean, you and I both know one of those straps comes loose, and it really does affect. The helmet might come right off your head.
No, it's exactly right. I mean, first of all, your helmet's loose. If it gets hit in the head with a puck again, it knocks it off. You could also get hurt as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Secondly, you can't also see the play as your helmet's usually a little bit further down on your face,
Yeah,
or
a little
higher
slanted.
up. Exactly right. So, McDowell, a safe play to make. I don't blame him. Sometimes, I mean, I don't understand. Sometimes I don't get how goaltenders played without helmets back in the day too.
That's
That's
crazy.
ridiculous. That play could-
Nobody had helmets.
no, it's a good
Helmets,
point.
mask, nothing.
Not a single thing. As at the left side wall, Catholic now has possession. Lehan back out or down low to Joey Henry. He looks over his options. Under 20 to go in the power play. Henry now back out to Merja. Merja waits. He holds, looks over his options, back over to Joey Henry. Henry had the puck roll away off his stick and up the wall now. Penalty is over. Out of the box comes Garcia. So penalty, power play unsuccessful. Behind his goal, Henry, or excuse me, up the wall, Henry trying to clear. He does. And Alvernia controls, and they're in over the line again. Merja can't clear the zone. Now Lehan will as he starts up. Here comes Lehan at the left side. Lehan going to back this one in on goal. He's going to ride high and wide behind the goal. And over to all the way out of the zone as Alvernia clears. Hornick a long shot. Rolls wide of the goal. Brunner trying to pick it up for Catholic. Whiffed on the shot as now Hornick picks it up for CUA. Hornick trying to go back to Brunner. Finds McQueenie instead as he intercepted that pass from Brunner. Catholic defense goes D as McQueenie pushed it further back. Catholic defense plays Keksh over to their defenseman. Hits Rasmussen in a bad spot. As Rasmussen's feeling it, but stays on the ice. They'll shoot this puck into the zone. Alvernia now trying to clear. Going up the boards over to Bellatoni in over center. He has it, trying to get around the defense. Good play by Mulcahy. As the puck's still free. Peoples now at the point. Couldn't control it. Catholic's actually able to clear. Alvernia gets it right back as they go D. And Peoples now looks over his options and shoots it into the zone. Behind the goal now. Mulcahy looks to pick it up. Had the puck roll off his stick in front, looking for the deflection, was Alvernia and went wide. Players battle along the right side wall boards. Puck rolls free. Catholic picks it up. It's Matthew Hornick with a burst of speed. Hornick in over the line, fires the shot. Save made by McDowell. And that's going to be his 30th save of the day. So high scoring, shot totals and all in this game today. Total shots would be at 88, which is a lot in any hockey game. Professionally, college, collegiate level, that's just a high-scoring game overall.
Yeah.
There's also 10 goals on the board. Could have been 11, but Catholic getting a little lucky with the call on that one play. Here's Lehan, a shot. Oh, McDowell couldn't cover initially, but he jumps on top of it for the covered up the rebound.
The knuckle puck. Seemed to have a little bit of deception there.
This play continues here with 10:31 remaining in the third period. Shoreswater down low to Nolan Scott. Scott and Johnson battle for it. Rolls free. Penalty coming up here. And it's going to be on Alvernia. Nolan Scott a little fist pump and happy with the call. Or wait and see. No, this penalty, couldn't tell if Scott was sarcastically saying he was happy with that.
No, it's on Alvernia.
It is on Alvernia here. Downs is going to head back to the box. We'll wait for the signal. It looks like it was interference was the call on Alvernia here. As puck is dropped at center. Power play for Catholic. Mulcahy over to Hornick. Hornick has it now, takes the shot, deflected on the way through. And Lehan at the line able to keep it in. Left side boards. Back down low to Lehan. Lehan across, over to Hornick, or excuse me, Mulcahy. Now over to Hornick. Hornick down low to Johnson, leaves it. Oh, Johnson had a good look to tuck it in, but he elected to pass instead. Nonetheless, Hornick across. Lehan a shot. McDowell save off the blocker. Nice save from McDowell. Johnson now has it. Over to Shoreswater. Shoreswater puts it across to Hornick, right side dot. Walks it in, misses the net on that shot, and it's going to roll all the way out of the zone. 9:37 remaining in the third period. 1:10 remaining on the Cardinal power play. They're 1 for 2 tonight. Looking to go 2 for 3 after this. Hopefully they can score on this power play to get themselves anything back into this game. Mulcahy floats it into the zone. Over to Shoreswater. Shoreswater going to pop it high in the air, and Catholic's going to have to get back, and here comes Alvernia with a burst of speed, trying to chip it in on Mark, who floats it away and puts it into the corner. Trying to get to it now. Lehan from behind his goal. Looks to start up with 45 remaining on the power play. Lehan over to Shoreswater and back to Lehan. Lehan at the left side. Looks to keep it alive. Down low. In front, Johnson. And the save was made and cleared all the way down the ice by Alvernia's defense. 30 seconds remain on the penalty. 8:45 remaining in the third period. Mulcahy puts it up the wall to Shoreswater. Shoreswater with a burst of speed. He has some room. Trying to get around the defense. Trying to now settle down the puck. Gets it behind the goal to Lehan. Lehan trying to find it. Johnson is as well. In the slot again, broke it up. Here comes Mulcahy across. Over to Shoreswater. Shoreswater back to Lehan. Couldn't settle it down as he had a good look. Now bounces around again and still picked up by Shoreswater. Shot taken just wide. Again, Johnson will pick it up. Even strength as the penalty's over. Johnson still has the puck. Down low to Shoreswater. Shoreswater looking in front over to Lehan. And Lehan pushes it back behind the goal to Shoreswater. Long shift for the Catholic power play unit. They've been out there the entire 2 minutes. Now high in the air, trying to bat it down, and that'll be a hand pass in Alvernia. And Alvernia trying to argue that it was a hand pass, and they said it wasn't in the neutral zone. Said referee said doesn't matter, you can't do that. As referees talking it over with Bellatoni. He's referee really not happy.
I'm not quite sure what that was, if it was a hand pass. I thought it looked like he might have just been gloving it out of the air or kind of. It didn't look to me like a hand pass, but nevertheless, this is good for Catholic. Draw in their offensive zone.
Well, he gloved it across. He gloved it, and as a result, it kind of went off his hand. He did put it right back down, though. So, but I guess they counted the hand pass. I guess maybe Alvernia had a point there.
Yeah, maybe.
With 7:48 remaining in the third period, the score is still 7-3 in favor of Alvernia. Catholic, not much to speak about in the third period. They got one back to make it 6-3 and gave up a goal immediately after to make it 7-3. So game will continue here as McQueenie gets himself free. Trying to sidestep the man. McQueenie is shot, blocked away. McQueenie now drops it off at the point for Foster. Back across over to Hornick. Hornick, he waits. He holds, looking for the deflection in front to Desjardins. He couldn't get his stick down. Foster now down low to Merja. Merja has it. Floats it back out towards the line. Hornick a shot. Or, excuse me, he elected to go down low with the pass. Tried to find McQueenie in the middle, and now over to Merja. Merja down low looking for the deflection to Desjardins, just blocked away. Merja trying to stay with it. Still loose. 7:10 remaining in the third. And Hornick a shot. Save made. Rebound loose. Oh, Desjardins poked it wide. He had an open net. Couldn't get it around the goaltender.
Nobody home for the rebound.
Correct. Cardinal defense now going for a change. I believe they were rather tired on that play. That's going to be icing on Catholic here, too. So under 7 minutes to go here in the third period. 6:56 exactly on the clock. Catholic trying to do anything to get themselves back into the match, into tonight's game. Not having a lot of success here. So off the draw, a shot in the defensive zone. Merja starts up. Tries to float into the zone. Back over to Cicerelli. Oh, a big hit by Hornick. That's a good, clean check. Caught the man with his head down and knocked him down. 6:40 remaining now in the third. Behind the goal. Alvernia looks to start up, but that's going to roll out of play. So 6:36 remaining in the third. Catholic trying to find anything, and just anything to get themselves back into the game here. Not a lot of success, like we mentioned in the third. Now loose in the defensive zone, trying to keep it in at the line, broken up. Foster out of that center. Across to Hornick. Brunner's going to take a bit of a check. Rolls free to Drew Waters. Brunner checked again as he tries to get that puck free. Over to Matthew Hornick. It's going to be shot into the zone. Cross corner dump in. Foster trying to keep it across. Now down low behind the goal. Foster battling in the corner. Brunner trying to help the man out. Brunner. Oh, man. Cross-check his man from behind. As Brunner keeps on going. Referee's arm stays down as Brunner hops right back into the bench. Looks like he's okay, but he's lost his stick. As it's not broken. He just dropped it and didn't go back to pick it up. Loose in the corner. Here's a shot from the point. Save made by Mark. So 5:42 remaining in the third period. 7-3 the score in favor of Alvernia. And close to 60 shots on goal for Alvernia. I believe they'll hit that mark. Now let's see if Mark can get to. He's at the 50. He is at the 50 save mark for tonight or for today. And we'll see if he can get to 60, which also wouldn't surprise with the way things have gone here tonight.
Well, he has seen the 60 because the shot counter was off by about 4 goals, I want to say, or 4 shots, excuse me, at the start of the third. So if he's at 58 now and it stayed the same, he's seen 62 shots.
And not a stat you want to see if you're the Catholic defense or
Yeah,
coaches.
no.
Just a tough one. Tough result overall tonight.
I'll have to say, I mean, Catholic has put up 38 shots.
Yeah,
It came out real slow. That first period, only, what, a couple, 4 or 5 shots, something like that?
Well, if you negate the first period, this is a 4-3 game.
Yeah.
So you look at it that way. Catholic would be in this game. Again, it's the slow starts that really...
It's the slow starts and it's those mental mistakes, because if you look at it and you ignore those 2 goals that Catholic let up in the last minute of the second period, then yeah, it's a 5-3 game right now.
Exactly right. Catholic would be looking to pull the goalie in the next couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
But where we stand, you wouldn't see that. Now at the right side point, a shot deflected just wide. Behind the goal, Lehan trying to get to it. Puck rolls away. Shoreswater going to clear it high in the air. Good kick by Alvernia to keep it in at the line. Again, they'll try it, then put it down low. Mulcahy hooked a little bit. Players wanted to call. They're not going to get it. And now Lehan over to Shoreswater. Shoreswater looking to find the centering man. Just tries to clear blindly out of the zone. Picked up by Alvernia. Shot, the save made in the glove by Mark. So 3:56 remaining on the third period clock. Catholic. Well, yes, I mean, they did play a bit of and they've played a bit of a better second and third period. I mean, if you take away the first, like we mentioned, it's a 4-3 game. They're in this game. And it really is just the slow starts for this team that continue to be detrimental to them and reasons why they struggle.
You know, you can get away with that against those the slower teams, the less talented teams, but a team like Alvernia, you're not going to get away with that, as we can see today.
And Alvernia, yeah, sometimes their record might be like, okay, they're hovering around 500. No, it doesn't matter. They're a high-scoring team. They have good players. Salisbury's the same way. Catholic can't play like this against Salisbury, or else we'll see a similar result as the one we see today. With 3:23 remaining in the third period, the score 7-3 in favor of Alvernia. Cardinals looking to finish this game on a high note, probably look to get one more goal in the back of the net and prevent any more in the back of theirs. Keep it simple. Joel coming up to the left of Mark. Can't win the draw. Rolls to Mark off the faceoff, and he makes a save. So the official count, Mark would be at 54 saves. And still time to go. Officially, I know you did mention he probably already does have about 60 saves unofficially, but officially with the tournament stats, he's close to 60 now.
Yeah.
Here comes McQueenie. Down low looking for Merja. Oh, just went wide. Hornick now trying to pick it up. Puts it to Desjardins. Rolled off his stick in the slot and out of the zone. Cardinal defense trying to get back. Marks out of his net to play it, and he'll just push this one to the corner boards. Up to Merja. Merja over to Sparaco. Or Sparaco, excuse me. Now off his stick, Sparaco gets it at center, sidesteps a check, and a good clear by Will Brunner. Under 3 to go here in the third. No icing off the long Catholic clear. Alvernia plays it. They'll push it up the right side wall to Pipple. Pipple has it. Knocked down to his knees with a clean check. He pushes the puck down low. Sparaco now has it. And wait for the whistle. Looks like may have been a hand pass. Or did we have a penalty here? I'm sorry. Oh, we did have a penalty here. Oh, excuse me. We'll wait and see. Excuse me, no penalty coming up here. I believe it was the hand pass which was called. That moved the face-off back out to center. Players battle for it off the center zone draw. Garcia now in over the line. Down low, looking to center the pass. Gets it across to the left side boards. Over to Nick Lehan. Lehan has it. Looks to move up. Trying to find the long feed over to Drew Waters. And he can't play that one down. So Lehan dumps it in. Waters going to race after it. Waters pushes it behind the goal. Alvernia picks it up. Now under 2 to go here in the third. Lehan trying to get back. Alvernia has a step, trying to get around. They'll leave it out for the high slot man, and he can't. He overskates the puck. Catholic now has it, and they move out through center again. Mulcahy over to Brunner. Brunner going to chase it. Brunner from behind his goal, now trying to find it. Or from behind the Alvernia goal, trying to find it. Rolls back out to the left side boards and out of the zone. Mulcahy's just going to dump this in. Cross corner as the Catholic goes for a change. Good forecheck by McQueenie to try and force a turnover, but here comes Garcia, though, with the puck in over the line. Stepora now trying to sidestep a check. Going to be pushed down low and over to Nick Lehan. Lehan trying to clear, gets it up the wall as he takes a big check at center, and here comes Alvernia. Dump this one in. 1:10 remaining in the third period. Catholic still down by 4. Looking for the deflection down low is Alvernia. As here they come. It's Desjardins who lost his stick. A big hit by Stepora, and a man is down for Alvernia as he tries to get back to his feet. It's Peoples, and now he's hit with the shot. Oh, man, 2 bad bounces. One hit on Peoples, and now he gets hit with the shot. As 40 still has it now. 40 seconds remain in the third. Here comes Schwarzwater with a burst of speed around 1. Schwarzwater has it, rips the shot, save made. He played it, but quick whistle. And I believe penalty, slashing coming up. And a late penalty called. Wait and see who this one is on. I believe it's on Book. I didn't see the penalty. As Hornick and Book are trash talking a little bit, as Book will head to the box. 30 seconds left here in the third period. Catholic will have a late power play. They're 2 for 3. Let's see if they can make 2 for 3. I believe they're 2 for 3.
I believe so.
2 for 3, thank you. 2 for 3. They'll look to make it 3 for 4. Let's see here. 30 seconds, under 30 to go. 1:20 in the power play. Daniel Mark heads off the ice here. Extra attacker coming up for Catholic. Down by 4. Terenzio elects to pull the goalie with 10 seconds remaining. Hornick now. He waits. He holds. Merja over to Matthew Hornick. 5 seconds to go. A lot of passing, but no shots on goal. Now, shot by Mulcahy just goes wide, and players get knocked down in front. And that's the end of the game here. Catholic falls in this one, 7-3. Not a very good game structurally overall for the Cardinals. Mulcahy actually is talking with the referees, and a player bumped him at the end of the game. A little bit of a late play, but nonetheless, nothing coming out of that. Both teams going to line up for the handshake line here after today's game. Not a very strong game from the Cardinals overall. If you look at it in the overall sense, just not a strong game. But if you look at it from the sense that they played a stronger third and they played a better second, if you give that effort for 60 minutes, the Cardinals would still be in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Would have pulled the goalie. It would have been maybe a 5-3 game at that point or a 4-3 game, and maybe they tied up. Who knows? But the Cardinals are going to have to put this bad game behind them and learn from it quickly, as they have another game tomorrow at 4:15 versus Salisbury here at Iceworks. We'll have coverage starting at 4 o'clock and puck drop at 4:15. If you're looking to make the trips, about a 2-hour, 30-minute ride from campus. Could be 3 with the traffic, of course. That game will be on Rink 2 tomorrow versus Salisbury University. Going to be a very exciting game. If Catholic can bring a good 60-minute game tomorrow to Salisbury, it should be a good game. And especially since we know what happened last week, that's going to be an exciting game overall.
Definitely a winnable game and something that Catholic wants to. If anything, if there's any games in this tournament that Catholic wants to leave with a W, it would definitely be against Salisbury tomorrow.
And Catholic's going to have their hands full again with Salisbury just because of what happened in the previous game. That's going to be a very physical game. And, of course, they'll also have the game versus Ramapo on Sunday at 2 o'clock, which will also be a very exciting game. They're a good team over in Newark and Ramapo. We'll be back in a few moments. We'll recap the third period. We'll have our post-game live report in just a few moments. So stay with us here on WCUA. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with post-game report in a few moments. Welcome back here to Postgame Live. Thanks for staying with us here on the Catholic Hockey YouTube channel and on WCUA. Good to have you with us here for Postgame Live. Catholic really, overall, if you look at it from an overall standpoint, if you give them a grade, what we should give them? Out of a letter grade.
A letter grade? I'd say maybe a C. C minus.
I'd probably give them about the same. I'd say a C minus. I think, like we mentioned, they had good parts of the game, but overall they just look slow.
Yeah, slow, and it seemed like some effort and focus was seriously lacking this morning. I don't know if it was the early morning wake up and the drive up, or I don't know, because Alvernia, I believe, also had to make a trip So, there's no room for excuses there. I mean, both teams are playing under not the best circumstances, but nevertheless, Catholic has a lot to improve on.
They do, and it's a quick turnaround as they play tomorrow afternoon, 4:15 versus Salisbury. Let's recap the game here. Well, the first period was really one to forget for the Cardinals for the entire season. Probably the worst period they've played in the entire season so far. Complete domination by Alvernia. It was 4-0 after 1.
Daniel Martin having saw, 30 shots?
30 shots after first period of play, which is insane.
Outrageous. That's a game's worth of shots in one period.
In one sitting, in one stanza. That's exactly right. 4-0 Alvernia after 1, and it was 3-0 until under a minute to go, and a little flip pass through center ice. Nick Lehan couldn't control, and as a result, Alvernia had a break, and they scored on that to make it 4-0. In the second period, I mean, you're down 4 goals. What can Catholic do to stay in the game? What can they do? Well, Shoreswater said I can take care of that, and he gets the Cardinals on the board, and then Hornick did as well. Hornick's goal was on the power play. And then right afterwards, to end the second period, it was 2 bad goals against for Catholic. There was one with a minute left against in the third period, and then there was one at the buzzer at the end of the second period. So really a good period, and they weren't rewarded for it as they didn't play the full 20 minutes of that period.
Yeah, that really came back to bite them because, no matter what circumstance, they did it in the first period, then they did it again in the second period. You cannot give up a goal in the last minute of the period. No, and you definitely can't give up 2 goals, one of them being within the last 10 seconds. That kills any progress that you made. You just got to finish the period, play all the way through. There's nothing else to say about that. That was just really sloppy and poor job by Catholic to finish the period.
Yeah, instead of forcing that play as a defenseman, or just if you're trying to force a pass, you can just hold it.
You can hold the puck for a few more seconds, or something. But that's another example of those mental errors there, and Catholic's gonna have to forget about those.
Well, the official shot total after 2 periods of play was 21-43 in favor of Alvernia. And then the third period after the final totals were about 43, it seemed to about, we'll call it 64 from our total, about that. In the third period, I believe Jackson Shoreswater scored his second goal of the game. It was a loose puck, just trickled in over the line. It was a power play goal. The power play looks good so far in the tournament. Power play goal just trickled in over the line, and that counted. It was a pretty dirty goal, but again, they don't ask how. They just ask how many, and that went in. And then right afterwards, that made it 6-3, and then immediately, not even 10 seconds, a very similar play to the end of the first period where Nick Lehan had a good rush, or had a chance to pick up that puck. It wasn't Lehan this time, but I believe it was Jacob Foster who got walked towards the end of the second, of that play, the third period. They gave that goal right back up and didn't leave Mark with much of a chance.
Yeah, about 5 seconds later, just canceled out that power play goal.
And like we talked about physicality, it was physical in the first, but it more or less kind of went away. The more Alvernia went up in the scoreboard, the physicality just kind of started to wind down for Catholic.
Yeah, actually, I noticed throughout the game, Alvernia is a physical team, but I think their strength relies more on their speed and ability to move the puck around. It seemed to me, other than a few moments in the game, it seemed like a pretty regular hockey game in terms of physicality. Nothing crazy. But Alvernia has that wit, they have that IQ, and they came mentally prepared today, which really allowed them to have the edge on Catholic.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, Catholic gets caught. They're kind of flat-footed on the defense. I know they were missing Jackson as well. He's a solid defenseman for them, Deininger.
Yeah, freshman Jackson Deininger has a knee injury.
And missing Deininger, I mean, you still have Nick Lehan filling in his defense. Still just didn't really solve anything for the Cardinals today.
Yeah, it was rough.
Well, that's what I think we're going to leave it here for tonight. Daniel Mark, if we had to give one player of the game for the Cardinals, it has to be Daniel Mark.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He kept the team into the game throughout the entire game. Didn't really get much help from his defense, unfortunately, but player of the game for CUA, I know it was a big loss. It would have to be Daniel Mark.
I have to be.
100%. Kept his team into the game, and without him, this game could have at least been a 10-goal slide.
I agree.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it here tonight. Catholic falling 7-3 to Alvernia. Game 1 of the East Coast Showdown. We'll have Game 2 live coverage here. We'll probably have the YouTube tomorrow in Rink 2. Camera work won't be as good, but we'll try our best. And we'll see you 4:15 tomorrow versus Salisbury. Game 2 of the East